Guys, today we'll talk about something we use it in our life. Which doctor uses it to measure our temperature? It's called thermometer. So the main function of thermometer, we use it in our life. It used to measure the temperature of your body. Okay, we have types of thermometer. First type of thermometer is clinical thermometer. Clinical thermometer, the thermometer which measures temperature of our body, is called clinical thermometer. So the main function of clinical thermometer measures the temperature of our body. It's called medical or clinical thermometer. This is the shape of clinical thermometer. It has glass tube. Inside glass tube, narrow tube is called capillary tube. In the end of this glass tube, something is called bulb. It's called bulb. Inside bulb, liquid is called mercury. Liquid is called mercury. But in the end of this narrow tube inside glass tube, something is called constriction. Something is called constriction. Clinical thermometer has constriction. What is the meaning of constriction? Constriction is meaning reducing. It's meaning reducing. We will talk about its function after a short time. Look at this. This is clinical thermometer. It has glass tube. Inside glass tube, narrow tube. In the end of this bulb, inside bulb, mercury, and there is a constriction or reducing. We have another shapes of clinical thermometer like this. We use it to measure temperature of our body. Clinical thermometer, its scale from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Our normal temperature of normal person is 35 or 36 degrees Celsius. It has a constriction. Why? Okay, for example, when any patient wants to measure his temperature, what happens? He will put clinical thermometer under his tongue. What happens? Mercury inside the bulb, liquid inside the bulb is called mercury, will rise up through narrow tube. This liquid is called mercury, will return back to the bulb? No. Why? Because clinical thermometer has constriction or reducing. Constriction helps to prevent mercury from returning back to the bulb again. But after short time, when we shake it well, what happens? Mercury will return back to its position in the bulb. Okay, so it has a constriction. Why? Because it helps to prevent mercury from returning back to the bulb again. Look at this. This is a shape of liquid of mercury. It is a liquid. It's called mercury inside medical or clinical thermometer. There is a constriction like this. Look at this. This is a constriction. Why? To prevent mercury from returning back to its shape. Okay. Another type of thermometer is called Celsius thermometer. This is its shape. Celsius thermometer used to measure temperature of liquids only. For example, when we put Celsius thermometer in hot water, or cold water. It will measure temperature of liquid, hot or cold. Like when you put Celsius thermometer, for example, in ice or in hot water. So it's used to measure temperature of liquids. Its scale from 0 degrees Celsius to 100 or 200 degrees Celsius. For examples, for ice and for hot water. For ice, temperature 0 and hot water 100 or 200 degrees Celsius, hot or cold liquids. It has construction? No, it hasn't any construction, but clinical has construction. Liquid that is used in the Celsius thermometer is called mercury or alcohol. So, Celsius thermometer used to measure temperature of liquids. Its scale from 0 to 100 or 200 degrees Celsius. It hasn't any construction. Liquids that is used in Celsius thermometer are mercury or alcohol. We will compare between clinical and Celsius thermometer. For function, clinical thermometer used to measure temperature of our bodies, but Celsius thermometer used to measure temperature of liquids, hot or cold liquids. Its scale for clinical from 36 to 42 degrees Celsius. Celsius thermometer for 0 to 100 or 200 degrees Celsius. Liquids here use mercury and Celsius thermometer mercury or alcohol. Clinical thermometer construction has construction excellent. Why? Because it helps to prevent mercury from returning back to its position to the bulb. And Celsius thermometer hasn't construction. Give reason why clinical thermometer has a construction to prevent mercury from returning back to the bulb. But after short time when we shake clinical thermometer, well, what happened? It will return back to its position, to the bulb. So we have types of thermometers, clinical thermometers, and Celsius thermometer. Clinical thermometer has something is called construction, but Celsius hasn't any construction. In clinical thermometer has liquid is called mercury, and Celsius thermometer has liquid is called mercury or alcohol. Again, clinical thermometer has construction. Why? To prevent mercury from returning back again to the bulb. And Celsius thermometer, it hasn't any construction. Okay, thanks.